This is the Roger Orozco Show.
All right, guys, welcome to the show. The star, Ashton. Say hi, boo. All right, guys. Hey, we're gonna do an extra video this week, kind of like a bonus video. We're gonna start off with the health board, Ashton. The health board recently, and I think a lot of it has to do with the changing of the majority, which has Mrs. Alanis now, and it seems like Mr. Saramian and Mr. Herrera wanting to do more with health-related issues. And I love that they put the $5,000 cap. So that's a really big deal. It's starting to go a little bit more towards what it's supposed to go for, in my opinion, health-related issues. But they just had a meeting, and actually check this out, the meeting. Mrs. Gallardo, who I believe is the treasurer, talks about, Ashton, she was talking about a check, and they had written a check, and I believe she said it was to the SPOA, and that they were supposed to cancel it. It was supposed to be canceled, and they weren't going to cash it, and I guess she rewrote a check, took it to them, and they gave her an envelope. So she shows up at the meeting saying, hey, there's nothing in the envelope, and it was cashed, but they knew it was supposed to be it was supposed to have been voided, canceled, and it sounded, this is my opinion, that it sounded like she was trying to blame them. But when you write a check, Ashton, I'm almost positive that if you're going to cancel the check, you have to cancel it. She should have canceled the check. She was a mess. Mrs. Gallardo was a total mess. Seemed like she really didn't know what she was doing, or she was unprepared. They only have a few meetings a year, so she should have been more prepared. She even goes on to make a statement, you know, like who's gonna take care of this? Who's gonna handle it? Well, you screwed up, Mrs. Gallardo. Letty, you should handle it. So, you know, Ash is my partner today. I just think it was actually kind of funny that it's her mistake, and she tries to blame everybody else for it. So anyway, it's pretty sad. So I guess they're gonna have to try to get that money back. I'm pretty sure it was a mistake, but the way she was talking about it, it was totally ridiculous. She was one big mess. So other than that, the health board seems to be going in a good direction, and we'll bring up. So we're gonna bring up some school stuff next, right, Boo? All right. Thanks for. Well, hold on, guys. We'll be right back. All right, guys. Here it is. Selma versus Kingsburg in state testing with the CAASPP for the CAASPP. Yeah, that's Selma High. So who's done better, Ash? Well, if you look at ELA, Kingsburg was at over 70%. Selma High at 48, a little bit over 48%, or 48, almost 49. So Kingsburg destroyed Selma in ELA. This is, like I said, state testing CAASPP. For math, Kingsburg was 35.14. Doesn't seem that great, but compared to Selma, 16.25. It's a lot better. So Kingsburg High destroys Selma High when it comes to state testing with the CAASPP. Selma needs to get their acting gear. They got one of the biggest contracts when you add step and columns and bonuses last year. Our kids and our parents deserve better. And I think it's fair. Tired, Boo? I think it's fair to ask for more accountability. Anyway, Kingsburg High destroyed Selma High in this avenue right here. Okay, thanks, guys. All right, guys. So Selma Unified, yeah, it's state testing for the CAASPP. We're going to give you the best for our elementary schools of the best, and the worst of our elementary schools in testing, state testing when it comes to the CAASPP. So Garfield was the best elementary school, Ashton. They were the best. In math, 47.06, ELA 49.16. Now I believe with all the intervention going on that they should be even higher than that, but that's the best that we got. So that is the best school for elementary and state testing. Now the worst by far, is Terry Elementary. In math, 11.76, in ELA, 12.31. That is horrendous. People should lose their jobs for that. Board President Sahota, that's one of his main ones in his district. I mean, what is going on there? Intervention has not worked. And you know what? They should be ashamed of themselves. Ashton, they should be ashamed of themselves right here. Worst school, worst elementary school in Selma Unified District, in my opinion, by CAASPP test scores, Terry Elementary. Best school for CAASPP scores for state testing, Garfield Elementary. Best Garfield, worst Terry. All right, Ash? All right. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Just some information, right, Ash? All right, cool. All right, guys. So me and Ash did this in reference to the old spaghetti western, the good, the bad, the ugly, Clint Eastwood. These are the people on our 3 boards: the Healthcare District, City Council, and our school board. I don't think anybody. Well, we pay a lot of attention. So here we're going to start with the good. Mrs. Alanis is awesome. Blanca Mendoza Navarro did a hell of a great job. Awesome. Mr. Trio is pretty much like the backbone, the strength behind that majority that's on that council. Serimian and Mr. Herrera, they've been wanting, for me watching them, they've been wanting to change it more towards health-related, more health-related issues instead of doing a lot of the sports things and floors and dishwasher for dog bowl stuff. And with the addition of Miss Alanis on that healthcare district with these two, it looks like it's going that way. So Ashton, right here, this would be the group of the good politicians in our town. Okay, now grab the next one, Ash, as we go to the bad. For many reasons, these guys are the bad. This is the bad list right here. Bad politicians. Of course, the mayor over the years, the crap he's done, in our opinion, my opinion. Mr. Sahota, shame on the twists and turns that he's done recently on the school board. Mr. Fedor, I don't even know what to say, either a liar or a fake. Mrs. Gallardo on the health board, horrendous. And Mark, I don't even know what to tell you, bro. You couldn't justify what you did, and you don't like talking about it to your friends that supported you. So these, Ashton, look, straight it up right here in the corner. So this is the group of bad. These are bad politicians for the people that follow it. For me, that I follow it, and I'm letting you guys know. And I try to watch everything, and I ask questions, and I go right at the guys. And I've told a lot of those guys to their face. Now, the ugly list. Now, this is not about how they look or anything like that. That's just dumb. The ugly is in reference to the good, the bad, the ugly. And this reference right here would be the ones that aren't as bad as the bad, but they're not doing that great either. So it'd be Mrs. Avalos is a follower. Guerra is almost automatic what Robertson is. Another follower. Cho has been pretty good for the most part, but she has made a couple decisions that were just horrendous. And then Kessler has been a union on that school board. He feels like a union member on the school board from little that she said, but her votes and her actions. Very disappointed in her. The other ones are whatever, but Mrs. Cho probably the best out of this group, but still not in the top 5, in my opinion. So there you go, Ash. That was the good, the bad, and the ugly. Hey, once again, guys, thanks for watching.